Inez Bush. Miraz Bush. Hi. I'm alive. Ooh, that's loud. Let me lower that a little bit. I'm gonna be playing as Knuckles today. However, there's gonna be something a little different. There could be an added wrinkle. I don't know yet. I'm gonna ask a question to Train once I call him about 2 minutes, and ask him if he wants me to gather up all of the Chaos Emeralds. If he does, I'm adding an extra stipulation to this very stupid run. Because Knuckles mode is already hard, but why wouldn't it be harder if Tails could also sabotage me on the Emeralds? And I can't use the Origins retries? It could very well be. So we can see if I failed this challenge or not. I played this game enough times where I was like, you know what, why don't I... Let's see, if he tells me to get the Emeralds, I'm gonna make it harder. Tails will only be here if Train wants me to get the Chaos Emeralds, otherwise Tails won't be here today. I do think it's funny that Tails can have... anybody can have Tails as a follower, but Tails... I don't think it's a follower. Though actually with how the Origins Collection version works, because you have the input to make Tails fly and control him, I wonder how fucked up that is with Knuckles, like, trying to get him attached to Tails. Because I've only ever really done Tails in, somebody in Tails runs with, like, Sonic and Amy, who don't have flight abilities. So I have no earthly idea. This would probably be really funny. But, yeah, so we're gonna be doing that today. Next week, we should be starting the remake of 7. I'm probably gonna make the streams a little longer. I'll probably discuss that with them even during the stream. And I might even start doing them a little early. Like, I might start doing them at, like, 1:30 or something. And then, like, run till, like, 3:30 or something like that. Or just a little bit longer, so that way we can get more game in. Or even, like, 4 o'clock, depending. So I might try, like, 1:30-ish, or even, like, 1:45-ish, till, like, maybe, like, 4 o'clock. Anyway, it's time to take down the fucking comedy shit here. That's not the right thing. There we go. Oh yeah, I gotta turn off the music too. And then I gotta call them, and then I gotta click on the thing so you can actually hear the game audio. Unlike last time, the game audio will be here. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm alright, yourself?
I'm doing alright. So I'm gonna be playing as Knuckles today, but I have a very important question.
Okay.
This could affect what I do for this run. Do I go for all the Chaos Emeralds or no?
I mean, you can try.
Okay, well, we're gonna make it harder then. I'm going to also have Tails with me, which will make getting Chaos Emeralds harder, and I am not allowed to use Origins retries.
Okay. I mean, fair enough.
I played through this game so many times, so I'm like, I can probably do this. Sets up Self for failure.
I mean, I knew that. I mean, I always think you're a failure buddy, don't worry.
Oh, thanks, man. Love you lots.
You know, when the rest of the world don't got you, I got you. I'm ahead of the curve in not believing in your abilities.
Also, out of paranoia for last week, I just triple checked, make sure the audio was all on.
Uncursed stream.
Stream will
Sad.
Everything's smooth so far. So far.
Terrible.
Alright, let's start it all over again. So one thing I'm thinking about doing, when we start doing, Final Fantasy VII, is I might start maybe like 30 minutes early. Because I know that's a fairly long game. Because I know the streams are gonna be longer, in general. Because, otherwise that game will take me like a year and some change to beat. I think.
Yeah. Probably. It's about a 40-hour game, and
I do about one a week, so yeah. So I'll probably do like, I'll probably start maybe like around like 1:45, 30-ish my time. I'll come up with more decision then and probably just run till like 4 o'clock to make it like a 2.5 hour stream.
yeah, fair.
Because Kingdom Hearts 2 isn't really that long when you think about it. where am aware that game is long, and if I do fucking Rebirth in the future, oh buddy, I gotta fucking make it longer. Jesus Christ, that game is long.
Yeah, Rebirth will take a year.
Oh yeah, Rebirth would be like, okay, this is what we're playing for an entire year, unless I decide to take a break from it here and there, just because of how long it is.
Although, to be fair, Rebirth you could probably streamline a bit by just having some stuff you do off stream.
True, I could do like side stuff off stream.
Some of the side content that's not like worth.
Oh yeah, and I'm not even gonna like do all the side content anyway. I don't even do all the side content on my own typically in games. I remember there were complaints saying that the game was too long because all the side content. I'm like, bro, you can just not do it.
Or, you know, you can take your time playing the game. You don't need to beat a game, you know.
Yeah, you can also take breaks from games and shit. Like, I have Visions of Mana right now on break while I'm playing Ronin.
Like, I think there's
and after I finish Ronin, I'm just gonna go back to it. Or if I get to go, I kind of want to break from Ronin, I'll just go to it.
Like, I accept there's some validity in people who have do say, oh well, X games are too long and it fucks with the pacing, but I don't think that's the case with Rebirth.
Not with side content, I don't think.
I also don't even think that's the case in Rebirth, because I think part of the whole experience of playing FF7 is the world. Is Zaweldo.
Like, I played games that I thought were a little too long, but I can't, but like, it's, for me, it's like if something is side versus main, I don't care. Like, if it's like, oh, it's long because of the side shit, I'm like, oh, okay. And?
Like, I think a good example of a game that's probably too long is Alien Isolation, where you kind of have, like, really... Yeah. Where you have, like, some moments that feel definitively like, okay, well, this could be a place to end it, and, yeah, it just goes on a little bit longer than should have.
That's how I felt about, Crash 4, actually. I felt like it was too long.
Yeah, I do think, like, you could cut out a whole, like,
a whole fucking world.
Like, yeah, I was gonna say, a whole world from Crash 4, and it probably runs a bit better, or flows a bit better.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, the final world of Crash is this big nostalgia thing, and I'm like, but we already had a big nostalgia thing. It's the reason why Crash 4 exists.
Yeah, the nostalgia tape, and also we had the videotapes, so, like...
Yeah, but we had the videotapes, we had, you know, Insane Trilogy, so it felt really weird to be like, okay, guys, remember the first Crash Bandicoot game? I'm like...
Member Crash?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
We already did the member berries on this.
Member? Yes! Can we move on? No.
Only Crash 1. Especially since Crash 2 is like the superior game.
Which is weird, because Crash 1 is the worst one of the three.
Yeah.
Like, and that's not to say it's a bad game, it's just the worst one of the three.
I mean, it's unrefined. I think it's definitely like the least refined.
Yeah.
But you know,
like
understandable.
Not counting the Insane Trilogy version, like the original version was very slippery on its jumps.
Yeah.
Because I remember that was like one of the things that drove me nuts when I was replaying it a few years ago, and I was just like, ugh. It's why, like, if I'm replaying 1, I just go with the Insane version, just because I hate the way the jumps feel in that game.
Yeah. Although a lot of people weren't fans of how the jumps felt insane, so...
Oh, yeah. I should be getting my second Emerald shortly. Oh, shit, this is right. Not a lot, I've already passed this hurdle, so... In fact, I think, yeah, that was the last of it. Because the first 2 Emeralds are, like, really easy in this game, and then, like, after the second one, it's like, alright, fucker. And that's when it starts getting harder. And that's when Tails could sabotage me if he grabs a hold of some rings.
Thanks,
that's
Tails.
why he's here. Tails is here just to be a possible sabotage.
Right.
Because basically, if I was told no Tails, I would have been like, alright, I'm gonna treat this like a speed run. If there were no Emeralds, I would have been like, okay, I'll treat it like a speed run and just try to, like, blitz it. If I was told Chaos Emeralds, then, you know, this to make it harder, because I've done Chaos Emerald runs of this game in my sleep. I've played through Sonic 1 through 3 so many times, it's kind of comical, actually. I need to get more Emeralds, though, if I'm gonna get that, not Emeralds, more rings, I'm gonna get that goalpost. I don't have enough right now. So I got hit by a bee! I know that's the exit.
Good job, B.
You like jazz?
No.
Oh!
Sorry, Jerry.
Oh! I'm gonna cuck you!
Oh no.
The movie is so fucking stupid.
You know, I've never seen it.
Not really worth it.
No, I'm aware it's not worth seeing. There's the reason I've not seen it.
I was like, yeah, it's not worth it.
I had the awareness to go, this doesn't sound like a very good movie. I won't watch it.
I watched it with other people. I didn't go out of my way for it. I was like, sure, I guess we'll watch it together. So I'll fuck it up, but the trick basically for getting the emeralds while you have Tails with you, because I've done a lot of Sonic and Tails runs, is you want to jump a little earlier than you think.
Yeah.
Because otherwise Tails is going to get fucking blown up. Oh, there's a signal there. Ah, damn it. I always like try to get as many as I can, because it gives me a nice safety net. So whenever I miss some, I'm like, shit. I know some of the later ones are like super strict.
It makes sense since they're, meant to be a challenge.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I mean, this is Sonic 1, right?
2.
Oh, yeah. It's how you're meant to unlock, well, just Super Mode, really. And keep forgetting it's not till 3 that they, actually introduce, bonus, true final bosses.
Yeah. Actually, no, true final bosses are only in 3. So in 1 and 2...
That's what I said.
No, you said 2. You said true final bosses.
No, I said in 3.
I
could have sworn I said 3.
Maybe I misheard you. But, because, like, in 2, you get, the extended ending. In, 1, you get I might have fucked it up. Yep. Yeah, I fucked it up. No emerald. But no, like I said, no retries. That's part of the challenge. No retries.
Yes, this challenge that was dictated by Chex Notes. You?
Me? Yes. I wanted to feel something. I played the game too many times. I love playing the game casually, but I wanted something a little harder, you know.
Ah, you wanted a Nuzlocke, gotcha.
No, screw that. I ain't going fucking to a Nuzlocke.
What would a Sonic Nuzlocke even look like?
I have no idea. It's actually a good question. I don't know. I don't know how you do Nuzlocke and anything other than Pokemon stuff.
I know how you do it in Smash Brothers, which is doing World of Light, but if you lose a
character, you lose them forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that one. Like, I get stuff like that, but I'm like, I don't know how you would do it with Sonic, considering the type of game it is. I think the closest I could think of for doing something like that would be specifically like Sonic Mania Encore, where you can have like the whole cast with you. Like, that's the closest I can think of.
Maybe if they ever do wind up doing another Chow game.
I don't think they will. Which is crazy,
and Jenny,
money on the floor, like, or money on the table.
I am shocked they never made a mobile app for Chow Garden.
Yeah, I've been saying that for years. Like, that's just oh, shit. There's all my rings. I missed the goalpost, tried turning around, and I got hit by a light trap on the floor. Crap. Did I leave any rings behind here that I could use to gather to get that with making my life easier? No. I'm gonna bet no. That survey's looking like a no. Wait for that platform to cover. I think there's something up there. I don't know where all the goalposts are, but in Emerald Hill you can conceivably get all the Chaos Emeralds in one go. I mean, I already fucked it up by missing one of them, but there are enough goalposts between 2 acts to get all 7. I don't know where they all are, though. So I know sometimes they hit stuff up for Knuckles. But, oh yeah, so yeah, the Overwatch skins. The only really comment I have is, Mercy is getting wing. Okay. I would've given it to Farah.
I mean, you know what? I hate Farah, so I'm glad they didn't.
Well, don't worry, Overwatch also hates Pharah.
You know what? Good.
That's why they made a white version of her and gave it a mace.
Well, you think Brigitta's white Pharah?
They have
No,
the same
Brigitte's-
background. The only difference is, rather than being the child of Anna, it's the child of Torbjorn.
Yeah, the objectively better character. I mean, I was gonna say, if we're talking like things Brigitte stole, she stole Mercy's face, so...
Well, yeah, there's that too. She stole a lot. She's kind of a thief.
Oh well.
I don't
I like the skins overall, though.
I mean, they look
Not
fine.
entirely-
But, like, I
like-
like it should have been far because it would have worked better in terms of like you squint, you can pretend like you're playing the wing versus Mercy, who just flies only if she has a Pharah and heals people.
Well, I think it should have gone to Echo, but
I don't know much about Echo, to be honest.
she's also a flying lady, but she's a robot.
Oh, that could work too. What kind of weapon does she have?
She can either shoot out bombs, sticky bombs that latch onto people,
Okay.
and or that's her secondary fire, and her primary fire is just like a hand blast. But she's got more controlled flight.
Okay. Yeah, I can see
Like,
that then.
She has an ability that basically, when it triggers, she can fly like freely for a couple seconds, as opposed to Farah just jump jetting.
Yeah, no, actually that's fair. Actually, that would be a good fit.
I mean, there's
I mean,
a character.
the weapon takes more squinting, but like the rest works. So over.
Can't
fucking
believe
Mercy.
I'm more shocked they gave, if they were going to do Epion, they gave it to Ram and not Genji.
Yeah.
Because Epion's whole shtick is, I mean, no range weapon, sure, but also just big fuck off sword. So
Alright, we got it this time. I didn't completely flub up that last little bit there this time, so we're good. I think I was good with some change, actually. And that was even with Tails getting blown up like 15 times, but he only had like 3 rings on him, so it didn't matter. But that's why Tails is here, because there's that risk of him getting the rings and fucking you up.
you and your obsession with bullying Tails.
He knows what he did.
I'll be honest, I was amazed to see Tall Geese as a skin.
Yeah, actually, that was surprising. Well, I guess, to be fair though, actually, Tall Geese is very popular in the States, and this is more for the
Yeah, but
States.
I would have thought like Ultron. I would have thought like Ultron or whatever Wu-Fei's for like shit, whatever Wu-Fei's mechs are, Gundams are, because
Nobody likes Wu Fei.
yeah. But I would have thought that for Roadhog would have made sense.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then there's a character called Malka who literally has double like chain guns, and I was
And they
you know
don't get
thinking.
heavy arms.
Surely that must go to heavy art. Surely he must, like, if they're doing this, you just... The only one I was not sure on is Sandrock, because, well, Sandrock is such a useless, uninspired Gundam.
Woof.
Well, what the fuck? Like, at
Hey,
least,
hey,
even...
hey. I'm not arguing with you.
Like, Wu-Fei the character sucks, but at least his Gundam has a
Well,
gimmick.
His Gundam is cool. It's kind
Yeah,
of like
but-
how, like, Sai Saishi, I fucking hate him, but I like his Gundam. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, Dragon
This is-
Gundam's cool. Well, that's Sai Saishi. Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck that kid.
Yeah, because it's the same fucking Gundam.
Yeah. But yeah,
But I
no,
mean, like-
I get what you're saying. It's not a very
At least
interesting mobile suit. And honestly, I don't really care
but
about
it just-
Pilot, to be honest, either.
With-
I don't
you can't
hate
just-
him, but I don't care about him.
Yeah, characters, whatever. My point is like, oh, hey, you can weigh in on Disabo. Because we're just saying is that, or like the Gundam Wing, like the primary Gundams, like, what the fuck does Sandrock actually have? Like, I know it's got those heat shuttles, but it never uses them.
It's heavily armored.
What the fuck? Yeah, but what does that mean when all the Gundams are basically invincible unless you've got, like, continuous fucking burst fire from, like, a fleet of mobile suits, like, with Death Scythe?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's tougher than most of them, but you never know. It's supposed to be like armored and then just wait with its swords and just kill everything.
But usually
Or
just sits
it's-
there and takes like a 1,000 cannon shots to the fucking
It doesn't
face.
even do that. It doesn't do fucking anything. Like, I think the most it does is in the first episode. It shows up where it pops out of the desert, slices two guys in half, and then like that's kind of it for the end. And then when they the final battle, it's bit what we're gonna do to upgrade Sandrock. Death Scythe and Wu-Fei's Gundam have both been completely rebuilt into new Gundams. Hero's got the Wing Zero. Heavy Arms has another barrel. What are we gonna do to Sandrock? I don't know, Uzi.
Gun!
Good enough. Good enough. We'll
give
give him an Uzi.
This is what
Give
you
it a
get.
gun.
You have
That's
your
all it
gun,
needs.
asshole. Are you happy with your gun? No, not really. Too bad, fucker!
I mean, that was all he needed. I mean, they also gave it the Zero system.
Oh, yeah, I
Oh,
forgot.
did they?
Yes, they
Doesn't
did.
feel like it ever did it. Even with the Zero system, doesn't feel like he did anything.
He coordinated everyone else.
He had
Fucking
everyone else
loser.
doing work.
Yeah.
Fucking Catra.
Catcher.
If
Also-
he wasn't
also-
Catcher and his
also
15
he-
fucking fiancés.
Also, he can change his swords into a claw.
Catra only has the one true love, and everyone knows it's Troa.
You're right. I'm sorry.
I don't like to
Will you
admit
forgive
that
me?
because I don't like to admit that because it reminds me of all the very bad yaoi fan fiction with the other characters.
Sure, there's very good yaoi fanfiction of all those characters nowadays.
I don't know. I only remember the insane ones.
See, that's the thing. They're all insane.
Yeah.
Like that one website run by that one girl who was like going on and on about how love between men is the only true love because all women are bitches.
True. She was ahead of her time.
Yeah.
Honestly, she's kind of spitting fire.
Oh, Saber, just so you know what I'm doing today. I'm doing a Knuckles and Tails run where I have to get all the Chaos Emeralds. But I have Tails here to make getting Chaos Emeralds harder, and I can't do the Origin retries.
What happens if you fail?
Well, then I failed it.
Then we
Spoiled
end
it.
stream early.
Well, no, I'm still gonna fight the final boss.
Oh, I was gonna say, oh, well, guess it's time to leave early today.
Damn.
Well, actually, speaking of leaving early, so because we're starting remake next week, I'm gonna probably move the start time to like either 1:30 or 1:45, and then probably run a little bit longer, like maybe like 4 o'clock at the latest, just because that game is long. You can come and go as you want. It's not a problem. I just wanted to let you know.
Maybe that's what I'll do.
Hey, we'll have things we can talk about with remake though.
True.
And no doubt we will definitely not talk about other stupid bullshit.
We would never do that. We would never do that in our lives. We always are on topic. Like how right now we're talking about Sonic. Watch us talk about Sonic when we're playing remake.
I mean, almost guaranteed, right? I mean, yeah, I guess sort of going back to the topic of Sonic. The whole cast list, or whole series list of Super Robot Wars Y is finally out, has been revealed.
Ah, yes.
Some interesting choices out there. Let me find the full series list because I
Oh, is this,
I only remember.
This, like just come out the full list or?
No, it was in that trailer I sent the other day.
Okay, that is the full list. Okay, so they're only doing season 1 of Witch then.
I kind of expected because if they said, I didn't think they'd suddenly be pull out season 2.
Unless there are going to be DLCs. I don't think they've announced if the DLCs will have other series in them or not.
Yeah. I did sort of call Dynazenon because I said I thought Gridman Universe, but I guess if they do Dynazenon, then next game is going to be Gridman Universe.
I wasn't sad that it wasn't like the original Gridman, the first Gridman anime they did, because I would have liked that one a little bit more. I haven't seen the rest, to be fair.
That was in 30, so
I know.
can't do it again.
No, I think he means the other anime they did of Gridman because there's technically 2. But yeah, Gridman, or SSSS Gridman is in 30, and SSSS Dynazenon is in Y, presumably so they can then do Gridman Universe in the next game.
That makes sense.
So then you got to have Dynazenon to have Gridman Universe. And hey, it means Grid Knight gets to come back.
True.
Who doesn't like Grid Knight.
I mean, he's basically Gridman, except
Yeah, he's purple.
different color. It's like Gridman Sigma, who never showed up.
Yeah, well. These things happen. So yeah. Oh, you know, Raideen coming back? That's a surprise. Nobody really...
a lot of older ones coming back for this one.
Yeah, people are surprised. Raideen has that one guy who they thought
Quit.
was too expensive to use his voice clips anymore, so that was a surprise.
Damn it, I didn't get a single emerald in this level. Fuck.
Whole bunch of seemingly random Gundams. Like we got CCA, Zeta, G Gundam, and Endless World, See Destiny, and Witch Mercury.
Yeah, it makes me wonder what they're doing with the Gundam storyline and things, because that's an interesting spread.
OG Mars and Kaiser's back.
I'm glad it's the OG Mars and Kaiser. That's still the design I prefer.
Yeah, with the original voice actor of Koji again.
Macross Delta finally getting into a Super Robot Wars for all those Macross Delta fans.
I mean, it's giving us it's giving us Ernest Johnson. That's about all I can.
I like it. Sid meekly hiding into the closet.
I nothing.
That's really all I remember about. That's really all I remember about Delta. Is like, oh yeah, the captain was named Ernest Johnson, and we laughed about that for like an hour straight.
Oh yeah, we did. Good times. I think
it's using the movie, which I never saw, so I don't know what's different from there.
Weird to have Combat Living with no Voltas. I'll be honest.
It is a little odd.
Unless it's DLC, but they're having Combatlers actually having plot.
I was actually kind of hoping Soccer Wars was going to come back since it was DLC in 30.
Yeah. Might come back as DLC again because there's still other Soccer Wars.
Yeah, I think it's a thing that will only work as DLC.
Because you probably have to do too much like story rewriting. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or just have to do like the V solution of just okay. What if we have like 4 different parallel timelines?
Yeah, that works too.
And it's like, well, what universe are we from? Is this the Evangelion universe? Is this the Battleship Yamato universe?
It's like how do we have
I like how one of them was like just an alternate timeline or some shit. I think it was. So
V.
Like wasn't one of them? One of them was like things like just. I can't remember. It's been a little while.
So there's 3 or 4 different timelines because you have the Space Battleship Yamato timeline, which also has the Crossbone Gundam stuff. Then you have the Cross Ange timeline, which has all of like the Super Robot or like the Mike Gain and the Mazinger / Getter stuff. And then you have the 3rd timeline, which is Eva and Full Metal Panic. Plus others in between, but those are like the primary things.
Because Yamato doesn't really work with anyone else, because the whole thing is that the world is destroyed.
Yeah. So they can just about get away with Crossbow, because all of Crossbow takes place in space around Jupiter.
Yeah, so it's like, oh yeah.
We went to Jupiter.
Yeah, it is. It's literally Yamato's thing is like we have to.
Oh no! I'm saying like in their story that they made for this.
We have to get the whatchamacallit thing and come back to depollute the Earth within a year, or everyone is doomed.
Yeah. I just meant like it makes sense for them to be able to use that when they're just over there.
And it turns out they could
have
have
Chaos Emerald, and I'm good.
It turns out the aliens could have just sent it to them the whole time, but they didn't.
Yeah, but then it wouldn't be a series.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like we had to make sure you really wanted it.
And make sure you weren't like you just blow up everything with the wave gun.
Yeah, all we had asked is you didn't turn this into a gun. And then just nervously look around like, so when you say make it into a gun...
Yeah, but we use the gun responsibly.
Oh, that makes it okay then.
Oh, okay. You only use it a couple of times?
Yeah, we only use it when we desperately need to, or when it's sweeps week.
Sweeps week. You know what, actually, I get that. I really do. You gotta get this
or when
man.
Or when the Ghetto Robo Invaders are invading.
Oh, Ghetto Robo Invaders! Oh, yeah, you gotta fucking kill those things. God.
Yeah, that's like the one stage where they're like, all right, use the wave motion gun.
They're like,
kill
we
these.
didn't just kill a bunch of
Like-
innocent creatures. We kill a bunch of invaders. Oh, invaders! Fuck those
You know,
things!
it's like,
God!
forget invaders.
Fuck 'em.
Kill them all.
To be fair, considering what the invaders are, honestly understandable.
Oh, speaking of V, I don't know if you saw it in the preview, but I did see Soji
yeah,
from.
I did see Soji, yeah.
So, who I wouldn't be surprised if X and T, or at least X, shows up.
Yeah, we might get like
Isn't it?
Soji and Kaede, I think his name is?
Chitose.
Chitose. I think Kaede.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's not even the same
I know why you-
letters.
So yes, Combattler actually has plot, and the villains show up this time, which is shocking.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So honestly, I'm interested mostly in like just seeing the old shit showing up. It's definitely probably seeing all the crap that they brought in. It's probably gonna be a lot to do with like the big monster stuff.
Oh, right, that's the thing. I guess there's another series that's in there. You might not have heard of it. It's called fucking Godzilla.
What is this Godzilla? What is? I don't know. That.
Well, okay, so I actually am not sure what they're going to do with Singular Point, because Singular Point only has Jet Jaguar as an allied, an allied to humanity entity. Everything else is monsters that just want to that are just here to destroy. And I mean, there is like a Mechagodzilla like at the very tail end of the series, but like also it doesn't do anything, and it's just a teaser for like a season 2 that's never happened. So maybe Bad Preston will give us that Mechagodzilla, and that'll be like it just does everything that Godzilla Ultima should do, instead of saying, "Here you can play as Godzilla."
They might just
Maybe
say,
it'll
"Here's
be
like-
Godzilla, fuck you."
Maybe it'll be like Better Man in Compact 3, where it's just, here's Godzilla, he's neutral, you can't control him, ever. Haha.
Man, imagine being Soletta Mercury, finally getting Super Robot Wars, and you're told, okay, now fight Godzilla.
Well,
It's alright, Jesus Yamato can fight Godzilla.
I don't know.
I mean, I will say this: if Godzilla is playable, then I'm benching so many schmucks.
Oh god, honestly, the same.
As soon as it's like, "Here, you can play as Godzilla Ultima," I'm like,
Also, no Brave at all, which is surprising.
Yeah, there
I was half expecting a. I'll be honest, I was expecting
also, I have
X
all the Chaos
Kaiser.
Emeralds now.
Well, so much for a challenge run then.
I mean, I was
I
hoping-
tried.
I was hoping for Dagwon, but it looks like we got nobody.
Poor Dagwon.
Come on, get Dagwon in before the VAs get too old to do the voice.
Should have got Goldran just to piss you off.
I don't think anybody likes Goldron anymore. Goldron was like one of the most popular when it was airing, but then like nobody liked it afterwards.
So like Darling in the Franxx.
I guess. Well, they said it was like it's very 90s and very dated. It makes a lot of like 90s Japanese pop culture references, which are kind of lost on newer people, and the people that do remember it just kind of cringe. Supposedly,
when-
anyway. I don't know. I didn't really watch Goldron much. I was like, that looks stupid. And I can tolerate a lot of stupid, so that's saying something.
True. He can tolerate enough stupid to watch Seed.
True. I like that thing I put in the chat, the absolute slop.
Ah, yes.
Seed saved Gundam. It made them so much money.
But at what cost?
Yeah, well. Yeah.
No, it really did. Like that movie.
But at what
that,
cost?
that movie made so much they were like shocked. They're like, nobody probably cares about Seed, but we'll do one movie just to finish things off. Oh, what's that? It's the most successful thing we've had in decades. We have to make a prequel.
I live in a world where we can't get a full fucking series for a Gundam anymore, but Seed gets its fucking movie. I hate!
I mean, aren't we just getting a new series like right now?
It's like 6 episodes. It's gonna be like 12 episodes, I think, and that's it.
Yeah, they don't make them 50 episodes
Yeah,
long anymore.
yeah, that's a new that's a series these days, mate.
Yeah, they don't make 50 episode series anymore for anything.
The only series that can get away with that shit these days is One Piece.
One
Everyone-
Piece ain't even 50 anymore. That's 50 1,000 times over.
No, but I mean, like, no other series gets to just go in perpetuity now. Like...
Oh yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah. Anime is expensive to do these days.
Even Pokemon had to stop.
That is true, because Pokemon now is like doing like little series and actually retired Ash finally.
Yeah, well, yeah, they had to stop Ash.
Ago.
Well, yeah, this was like a couple years ago. But, like they had to stop the like Eternal Adventures of Ash and just be like, all right, and now here's like a couple seasons every once in a while.
Because even towards the back end of Ashes, they started making it shorter. So I know Sun and Moon was shorter.
Yeah.
There's that only One Piece can like exist forever.
Remember, you're here forever, said One Piece.
Yeah. The One Piece is real, probably.
At least until the stuff gets made cheap again, if that ever happens.
Monkey's Paw, maybe with AI.
I'd rather not with AI.
Yeah, so that's the thing. It's the case of you're basically just gonna have to accept that anime it will only be like in seasons now instead of just, hey, this series is still ongoing. Fuck it, we'll just make a series that won't end, but we'll
we'll just run it for 5 years straight and it's fine. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Now you have to have seasons so that the manga has time to catch up or time to create some distance. Or in some cases where they only ever make like one series of a story that's already finished or has like a hell of a gap. Like man, Dorohedoro's got its anime like like 5 years ago.
Isn't like Dandan's manga pretty much over or ending soon? When the anime's starting?
I believe so. Oh, I'll be honest, I think it already ended.
Yeah, I think it either ended or was ending. So I remember hearing that and I was like, oh! Considering, the anime just started up.
I mean, I do think it's only like 100 chapters, or it's
yeah. Not that's a complaint. I do like Dandadan.
Plus, I mean, some series. It also depends on like where some series are serialized.
True.
Because if you're like only a monthly series, then it's like probably explains like why we have such big gaps with some series.
True.
Whereas something like My Hero can basically be done like every
well, My Hero
year.
was a weekly, and then it also had like
Yeah,
a
that's what I'm saying.
spin-off book by other people. It had like a whole division in Shonen.
Well, that's what I'm saying is that something like My Hero, which was done weekly, could have a new season every year.
Hell, its spin-off is just got an anime adaptation, like a 12-episode one.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised if My Hero becomes just like a yeah.
Honestly,
just because I think
it's the
well,
world works for it.
That's the thing. I think unlike sort of other series which are predominantly focused, which are the main character is for better or for worse the complete focus. I think My Hero has an interesting enough world that you can get away with side stories upon side stories and movies upon movies about characters or concepts that are not explored in the series. It's like, it's pretty hard to do Naruto that's not about Naruto, right? And I know they're doing it with Boruto, but that's basically just Naruto again.
I'm gonna say, yeah, he's basically
somehow worse. But yeah, no, it definitely does work with My Hero, I think. Just because of the setting, like everything you said. Because even like say like the spin-off one, it's like someone's like, well, why aren't the pro heroes involved? I'm like, because the stakes here are so small, it's not even in their radar. That's it.
And yours.
It's not like they're not making citywide explosions that make one of the pros go, hold on. But yeah, no, it definitely works for that, and it also helps that the creator still fucking loves it, because considering like he had finished doing it, it's like, oh, you know what, I want to extend the ending. I didn't do everything I wanted to do, and still, it's like I still didn't do everything I wanted to do, but I want. And then like when the episode aired, or like one of the major episodes aired, he drew like specific illustration to celebrate it too. Man fucking loves this thing. And I kind of respect it, honestly.
And good for that guy.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name, but good for him.
But
yeah, I could see that as being a series that's like goes on forever, but without it being like actually going on.
With different main characters and shit like that.
Yeah, or just like different spotlight sort of thing.
Yeah, because you could even take the characters that exist and be like, all right, we're gonna give you a 6-episode OVA or some shit.
Here, have an All Might Origins movie.
Oh yeah, that would sell gangbusters.
Have I'll be on. I'm trying to remember what season I left off at before which I might, finally get back into rewatching it.
It's wrapping up now.
Yeah, binge the whole thing. Oh, that was it. I was about to do I think it's called the Paranormal Liberation Army thing, where, I guess spoilers already know a bunch of people die and people get crippled.
Yeah.
But I guess, the problem with the internet, you can't avoid being told that shit.
Yeah, it's really hard to. Though I do think it's funny, I saw like a post where someone was mad over spoilers for the Dragon Ball Super manga that are like 5 years old. Like, dude, spoilers! Like, it's 5 years, dude. It's been 5 years. Yeah, but you should give a 10-year grace period. No?
I mean, there are people that have complained about stuff like for spoilers of stuff that's like 25 years old.
That's still on you, bucko.
So, it's like all right, if you haven't heard of it by now, I don't know what to tell you.
Not like that, but this is gonna be sounding like an asshole, and I'm gonna do it anyway. If you've had that much time and you haven't, I don't really think you had that much interest in it, actually. Like, there's a certain level of time where it's like, okay, it's been fucking like 6 years and you haven't touched it. You don't really give a shit, and that's fine. You don't have to, but don't pretend.
Especially when we're talking like in the age of like binge watching and everything having a streaming service that you can opt in on to watch something. It's like if you want to watch something, you could pretty much guarantee you're going to do it at a reasonable pace.
Unless it's something maybe relatively obscure that you just might not have heard of.
But but most of the time we're not talking. But that's the thing. If it's something relatively obscure, people are less likely to spoil that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
You're less likely to run into shit for that. Like, if like for example, like even though Slayers isn't really an obscure thing worldwide, you're not going to see many American posts or American or even like English posts in general that are going to spoil it because it's not as popular over here. So you're not going to run into it that much or at all. Tails almost got me hit with a fireball.
Tails.
I'm gonna strangle you. He nearly got me hit like 3 times. He even like grabbed me and tried to drag me into it. This little fuck.
Thinking of the line from Sonic 2. I'm just thinking of the line from the Sonic 2 movie where it's like, my revenge will be swift and unforeseen.
Considering I'm playing Knuckles, yeah. My revenge will be swift. I need to buy the Blu-ray for 3 because I really want to watch it again. It's such a fucking good movie. It's my second favorite video game adaptation.
Street Fighter?
Yeah, it's Street Fighter. The anime one, let's be clear.
Oh, okay, I thought you were actually gonna sit. I thought you were actually gonna sit here and start saying that your whole obsession your whole obsession with ironically liking.
No. It's a terrible adaptation.
I don't know what you're talking about. The Street Fighter movie is amazing.
See, Sabo's doing it. I don't have to do it.
Sabo also didn't watch Sonic 3. I'm pretty sure.
I did like. Wait, the live action one or
the live action Sonic 3? Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think I've seen that one yet.
Yeah.
Really good.
You should. It's good.
Like, it's my favorite live action adaptation of a video game.
But come on, you're not telling me Jean-Claude Van Damme with his ridiculous accent, his all-American guile is not
He's
the most
the worst
hilarious
character
thing
in
you've
that
ever
movie.
seen.
I rewatched it last week, and God, is he the worst part of that movie?
Going to get my boat. I'm gonna go down this river. I'm gonna kick that son of a bitch Bison's ass so hard, the next Bison Vannaby is gonna feel it.
But,
Nah, I just like that movie is great.
Oh, I love that movie, but it's not a good adaptation at all. It's really bad. It is hilarious. It is fucking hilarious. But...
Somehow the cartoon, which is based on the movie, is better than that.
Because, well, the cartoon bases on that, and then after a certain point, it runs out of fucking material from that game, and it has to start using the video games.
Yeah.
So it starts, like, mishmashing between being an adaptation of this movie that only had one film, and, the video games but because of that, you get funny things like Sakura having a Brooklyn accent for some reason. Which is hilarious, but weird.
Well, I mean, it starts off with, like, Guile is, like, you know, Guile, but it's still like, oh, it's like, oh yeah, he was in trouble for violating orders to go after Bison from the movie, so now he has to lead Street Fighter. Team of commandos disguised as martial artists, and they have Ryu and Ken as, like, these just two random dudes. These two random scam artists as opposed to, you know...
Well, yeah, they were scam artists in the movie.
Yeah, so they're the two random scam artists like in the movie. Except one of them is voiced by Scott McNeil, so it works out okay.
It's true, Ken is voiced by Scott McNeil. So, you know, there is that.
And Chun-Li is like a reporter.
Yeah, because she's a reporter in the movie for some fucking reason.
Gotta give her something to do. Can't just have her, I don't know, kick people.
Being an Interpol cop.
No, she's not.
Oh.
Well, she's not anymore in 6. She's retired from it, but, you know, that was 2.
Look, it was the rules that in the 80s and 90s, everybody, or like every fucking adaptation movie had, or like, every movie had to have a reporter character.
Had to have a Lois Lane, April O'Neil.
Yeah. Every single fucking movie.
There was one scene where they, in the live-action Street Fighter movie, where they had her dressed like in this like really skimpy dress. This isn't even when she's talking to Bison. She just puts it on for a second, and I'm just like, it doesn't really do anything in it. And I'm just like, the director just wanted to see her in that outfit.
Yeah.
Usually the case.
It's like, I'm like, there's no reason for it. They didn't even do anything with it. It's like, oh, he just wanted to see her in that outfit, you fucker. Kind of funny, honestly.
It was the 80s, it was a different time.
It was the 90s, but yeah, different time still.
It was the 90s, it was a different time.
It was a different time.
You know, they all kind of blend together after a while.
That's
honestly.
Unlike me, I'll be young forever.
Hmm.
Ow, my back!
It was that one dark time we called the pre-internet days.
You kidding me? That was probably the peak of our society. No internet to fucking ruin everything. We had like peace in our time and no internet.
But you know what? The memes the memes are worth it.
Oh, that reminded me because I just said that. Apparently, the live-action Avatar that I've been paying attention to, this like came under my eyes. That's the only reason I know about it, because I'm not gonna fucking pay attention to it. Apparently, the actress playing Toph's like, okay, for our version of Toph, we're gonna make her more feminine.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Oh no, shit! Someone pointed out something like, how the fuck did we become less progressive than 2009?
Oh no, a shitty adaptation of Avatar: The Last Airbender. If only I had a nickel for every time that happened.
Well, you'd have 2 nickels.
It's weird that it happened twice.
If I had a nickel for every time they made a bad adaptation of Avatar: The Last Airbender, I'd have 10 cents, which is not a lot, but it's strange that it happened twice.
Exactly.
Avatar is a cursed fucking franchise, I swear. Had one really good series, and that's about it. But you know what? Some don't even get the 1.
Some don't even get the 1.
So you know what? At least we have the 1.
True. But I mean, it is kind of interesting that like Avatar is this series that basically trades off the goodwill of the one good series.
Yeah. I do still think it's funny that they're making a new show, and basically the new show is, man, Korra fucked up! That's the premise of it from the sounds of things. Mind you, it could be, oh, this is like the twist, blah blah blah, whatever. But from what they're giving us in the synopsis, I'm like, oh, I died. It sounds like that's what happened. I also died because I had Super Knuckles in Mystic Cave. That was honestly my fault. Mystic Cave is really
Invincible still died.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Look at this.
Look at this idiot.
All that power, and where did it get you?
Look at this idiot. He only has 12 keys.
He only has 7 Chaos Emeralds.
Where's the other 7, forehead?
Where's the 7 Super Emeralds, loser?
They're in the other game, not in this one.
I guess you haven't heard of the zapping system.
What?
But yeah, I mean, know, I think Avatar was that, or Last Airbender was that kind of like, it's that series that just hit at like the perfect time. It's like literally, the conditions were right for it because it's.
It didn't get
a
like
kid,
a whole lot of
it was-
executive meddling. It was just it got to do what
It
it
came
wanted
out-
to do. Had the budget.
I mean, I think even beyond all of that, it came out as anime was booming,
Yeah.
and anime like changed the way in which children or like younger people enjoy understood animation, if that makes sense. Not in the
Yeah.
way that they couldn't
Considering
understand it,
after
but
that,
it changed. But it made serialized storytelling much more commonplace.
Yeah. And considering after that though, a lot of like things were like, okay, that's expensive, so we're going to we're not really even do action shows anymore because those are expensive. So now you just kind of only have like comedy shows that eventually turn into serialized shows.
Or you get shit like the Spider-Man animated series they keep pumping out every few years. That yeah.
That's right, the next one's gonna be a good one. The next one's gonna be a good one. Just keep pulling, keep gambling, keep pulling that lever.
Yeah.
Come on, no whammies.
Don't worry, the actor told us that he thought it was going to be boring and woke. Cool. Thanks, bro. I mean, we've bitched about Spider-Man enough. We don't need to bitch more.
That's about all we need. I felt
But-
like me doing the lever pulling gambling gag was as far as I needed to go because it's funny.
But yeah, it's Avatar's just like hit at that right moment, so it's like part of like the, for lack of a better term, cultural zeitgeist for a lot of like animation stuff in America.
Yeah.
Also, like, one of them like major animation series successes that they had that like stuff that's all wacky comedy
Yeah.
and hard to bring back.
It's like for Nickelodeon, their biggest successes are the original Avatar, SpongeBob, and Rugrats.
Yeah. We ain't seen Rugrats come. Oh, actually, I say that. Are we
They-
getting a
They
We're
did.
getting a live-action Rugrats movie, aren't we?
Oh God.
Yeah, I think it was
Oh, God.
CG Babies, which
I know.
yeah,
I know they had the reboot series that didn't last too long.
did a reboot.
Yeah, they did. They had a CGI one that was like a reboot.
Oh,
It was so like in it because you know it's more for modern times. Basically, the parents are like our age, and like grandpa is like an old hippie.
I'll be honest.
It makes sense when you think about
No.
it.
I'll be honest. I think Rugrats got success less because of its quality and more because of what the fuck else was on alongside it.
Yeah. Also, to
Doug
be fair, some of the
and Ren and Stimpy.
that was it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Ren and Stimpy has the problem of it being too fucking weird. And Doug got fucking bought out by Disney.
No, even before that, like Doug was also just kind of boring. It was like one of those shows when I was a kid. It was like, well, this is on. There was like sometimes something I quote from it, like here and there, but like, it was never one of those shows I was like, oh my god, new Doug, or like when Doug got bought by Disney, I didn't really give a shit that I couldn't watch it anymore. I was like, oh okay, because I didn't have, I
yeah.
had Disney Channel at the time.
Rugrats competition was Ren and Stimpy, which
And
I mean,
like old,
I'm shocked that show lasted as long as it did.
And it had reruns of like it did really well when it like aired like one night or something like that. Like they aired it at like a prime time and it did really well, and that's how it blew up in popularity. To be fair, some of the stuff that the parents say in it is pretty good, but it's not something that
Some
I
of
go
those
out of
things
my way to
were-
watch. I watched a couple of episodes for the hell of it, like not too like 2 years ago.
I'm sure, like, overall, there's stuff that you appreciate more as, like, a joke for parents, but I'm pretty sure that, like,
I
from
don't
my
know.
recollection, the vast majority of it is kind of just boring.
Yeah. So it's like it's not like say like I own and I have two so I don't have Avatar yet. I do want to go on that, but like the Nickelodeon shows that I want to own. So there's two that I own. I have Angry Beavers and I have Rocco. I want to own Avatar and I want to own Harold, and that's it. That's all I want. I don't really. Everything else is just kind of like it was either just there or yeah. I didn't really care enough about it to where I'd want to like have it on the shelf. Like Cat Dog. I don't really care that much about Cat Dog.
That's a cool theme, though.
Oh yeah, it's a great theme. But like, I did watch the Christmas special like 2 years ago, and man, that show is like so hilariously mean-spirited in it. It is actually kind of funny. Maybe I should fucking watch it.
And then, I mean, I think Nickelodeon's other huge success was Jimmy Neutron, but
Oh,
that's
yeah,
just
Jimmy
been taken.
Neutron.
That got taken out the back and shot.
Yeah, that didn't die. It was murdered.
By Sheen.
Look, it's my show now. Oh, we're dead. Hey, Jimmy, remember when you had a show? I'm gonna fucking kill you, Sheen!
But yeah, I think Nickelodeon kind of. I mean, I know. I think part of my thing with Nickelodeon is I stopped watching when like it took off with live action stuff. So obviously, when all the live action stuff turned out to be made by like a real skeevy guy, I'm like, oh, that's not my childhood, Rowan. So I'm in the clear.
I think the only live action thing I liked when I was a kid was like Kenan and Kel. Though I think that
I just see bits of Teen.
I mean, it was him, but he didn't seem to have any interest in messing with them specifically.
True.
Yeah. Maybe, I guess because he's racist.
Shrugs, maybe. I don't know.
He wasn't. I don't think he really did anything to the guys. It was mostly the underage girls he got in trouble for.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't.
Drake or Josh get like sexually abused.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Maybe he was racist. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. He was all kinds of other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not just go down the checklist? Fuck it. When you're that much of a skeeve, why not just go all in? Fuck it.
Well, I wonder what he's doing these days. Alright, he's probably like swiftly converting to that ultra conservative so his Big Daddy Trump will pardon him.
Oh, that's usually the way you go, yeah. It's like, I'm trying to go conservative.
Yeah, I always vote for Check Stokes Trump. Can I have my pardon now, please?
Make America great again.
You tired of winning yet, by the way?
Listen, I get to sit here like fucking Homer in that episode. I voted for Kuda.
I mean, I always
There's
think.
our Simpsons reference. We did it. Buzzer.
You know what's kind of funny about that though. I always think about that. I always think about how that joke just doesn't work anymore.
You're right.
Because the whole joke, and like Futurama has a similar joke.
Oh yeah, the joke is basically that they're both fucked, and honestly, like they both just as bad. Where Kamala wouldn't have been nearly it. Like wouldn't have been really. She just would have been an average fucking.
She would have. I mean, probably would have still been like committed to some genocide.
Oh
but,
yeah, they all do that. That's why I said average.
But I don't think the ICE would have actually been Nazi stormtroopers.
No.
To the extent of grabbing a 19-year-old kid and being like, "Is this the guy we're looking for?" No, better grab him anyway, though.
He could possibly become one.
They just like storm into like people we work with and just like grab people.
Yeah, nothing scary about that, is there?
No, nothing at all.
Like everyone started putting in security doors so that like the bosses would know if ICE was dropping by. And or hide and or be there to run interference.
Nothing scary about literal stormtroopers just kicking doors in and grabbing people to not give them any due process.
Nope, nothing scary at all.
Hope you guys. Nothing concerning about certain people trying to say about sending nationalized criminals to foreign prisons.
Nope, nothing at all.
Not even criminals. He wants to be like I'm only supposed to send anyone I dislike to a foreign. Like you're deported, you have to go to an El Salvadorian prison. Like, but I was born here.
Yeah.
With lineage that traces back for 300 years. Well, you didn't vote for me, so that's what you get.
Ah, now it's everyone's favorite level, Metropolis Zone. I actually don't hate this level at all. But everybody else hates it.
Well.
That's what you get. You should have pronounced chowder right.
Chowder!
I love that quote. That might be my favourite Simpsons quote of all time. I will find any excuse to use chowder.
I mean, that's completely fair, honestly. It's chowder! Chowder!
It's chowder! I'll kill you! I'll kill all of you! Especially those of you in the jury!
Oh, I fucking love Classic Simpsons is so fucking funny.
That episode is like also like wall-to-wall banger jokes. Like, I know you can read my thoughts, boy.
Oh, yeah,
meow,
yeah.
meow, 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 meow.
It's definitely like one of the best episodes in the series, I think.
I always really like Bart watching McGonagall, and then it's like, well, McGonagall, Billy's dead! This slit his throat from ear to ear. Hey, I'm trying to enjoy my sandwich here. Good times. Murder of a child.
I mean, that's pretty much every Sideshow Bob episode after the first one.
No, it stands for the Bart, the.
What I find interesting about Sideshow Bob after he comes back is in the episode where he was introduced, and he was like, you know what, I'm actually kind of proud of you kids. And after that, he's like, you know what, I want to fucking kill you kids.
Well, I mean, part of the problem is you get Kelsey Grammer to guest star, and it's like. He's just so good at doing.
It's just funny.
Yeah, I just mean that he's so good at doing like manic
Perfect.
rants. So it's like you can't have him be like cool and collected guy who's you know.
He can only be cool and collected in like sparing verse before you get the manic insanity.
But then he has to have like the full breakdown.
Yeah, because they're hilarious.
That's what he's good at. Man, they should have made a whole show based around just him being mad and upper class.
Oh yeah, no, the series is, like Sideshow Bob is probably my favorite of the the side recurring characters. Like Sideshow Bob episodes are always ones that make me laugh. At least in the original series, but I fell off the series a long time ago, and I'm only gonna watch old episodes.
Yeah, get to like season 8 or finish season 8 and then call it quits.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the Pope died this week.
Yeah. It's a shame. I actually like
Or I say he died. J.D. Vance murdered the Pope.
Probably.
I was gonna say, if people are,
I think he died of cringe, actually.
People are like,
no,
Vance. Either that, or some people said the Pope died like 3 months ago, and they waited till Easter to announce it.
There's
because
no, there's literally a photo of him shaking hands of him in his chair shaking hands with Vance. They'd never met before then.
Not only that, but like, you think Vance would be able to cover that up? That fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
The second he'd be involved in that, he'd be like, we would have known like, like frame one, just because he'd say something so stupid, or put a reporter in the fucking group call.
I mean, speaking of that, the fucking drunk Hegseth couldn't even stop himself from doing the signal chat again! He did it again!
Of course he did. No, they see, a radio transmission, intercepted, and then, they came in, the aliens!
So, there's no way Vance could ever keep lid on, the Pope having been dead for 3 months. So no, the Pope died on the day he said it. They said he died.
He died when he did.
Isn't it a little bit convenient that after meeting J.D. Vance, I think he did just go, I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
That was like the first. That was actually how I learned he died. Was somebody posted that with Pope Francis passing away. Someone literally fucking threw that out there. It was funny.
Driving in the car with someone, and we were listening to music, and like music was playing over the radio, and then like mid discussion, like someone, and then like the announcer cut in to say something, and we hadn't really noticed. And like a few seconds after, I was like, "Wait a second, did he just say the Pope just died?" Real kind of wait, what moment.
I learned like I woke up, like basically I woke up, and that was like in one of the Discord chats, the thing I just described. So,
how does it make you feel that the Hitler Youth guy's still alive though? The last Pope.
I think Lewis Black said it best, and he said, "The good die young, but pricks live forever."
Yeah, it's not that young, but yeah.
I know. I like the addition to that. He says that he does every weekend. He goes out in his lawn and just yells at kids, going, "Get out of here, little shit!" It's just like taking vitamins. Oh yeah, level-wise, this is I think I'm on, I don't remember if I'm on Act 2 or 3 right now, Metropolis. Then after that, it's just Sky Chase. That level that I do a level skip on because I fucking hate it. Oh wait, no, this is Act 3, because, I accidentally did a speed run skip in this level by accident. I didn't intentionally do it. It's just like, oh, I was like, oh god, I'm breaking shit, and I was like, wait a minute, am I doing? Oh, I did the speed run thing. Okay, cool. Bungling my way like Mr. Magoo.
Yeah, I'm a bit sad that this Pope died, if only because he was a Pope that was at least sensible enough to go, yeah, maybe we should just stop with the whole, like, homophobia shit.
Oh yeah, I like him. I actually like him.
Let's just maybe punish people who commit horrible crimes in our name.
No,
and I'm
like,
terrified
yeah,
the next.
I like him.
I'm terrified the next. Well, I'm terrified. I'm concerned the next Pope will just be a douchebag.
Odds are not low. Let's be honest.
Yeah, people are afraid the next Pope is going to be like, all right, so everything we've done over the last decade, right? Throw that all out.
Also, the last Pope didn't like Trump, or at least spoke out against him, and very difficult for a bunch of card-carrying Christians to go against the Pope.
They still will, though.
Yeah.
Oh, someone said that J.D. Vance poisoned the Pope, and it's all some kind of grand scheme for Trump to make Catholics worship him instead of the Pope.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work.
He thinks he can manipulate Catholic guilt like that? No. You can only manipulate Catholic guilt into collection plates. That's it. If that was the case, probably shouldn't space specifics. I know a guy who preached about his faith, devout Catholic, blah blah blah. His brother had divorce, and he got real fucking arsey about it, real cuntish. Spent years hating on him for it, and then of course he cheated on his. Then of course the first guy cheated on his wife, so
Okay, well now now it's okay. Now when I
yeah. So when he did it, it's okay.
Of course.
The other way around, though. Oh,
so if you weren't playing as Knuckles, how are you supposed to recover from that?
You would reset it by walking off screen.
Ah.
I'll never financially recover from this.
But it's just, when I'm Knuckles, I can just do that, so why not?
Yeah, it's I could just climb walls.
Here he comes, rougher than the rest of them. The best of them.
Unlike Sonic, I'm Knuckles.
Rather flexes Knuckles.
Fucking love that stupid-ass remix. I'm just gonna brute force this boss, fuck this.
The Knuckles way.
Yeah.
He was 1,000,000% muscle.
Good, you are paying attention.
But he's 2,000,000% knuckle. Did you die?
It was a good idea. No, not yet. If I didn't get that ring, I could die.
Oh, those are balloons. I thought that was like a visual glitch. I'm like, why is he sending out himself?
Nah, it's the gimmick of this boss fight. So right now I'm using Tails as a projectile because this collection lets me make him fly. I'm like, yeah, fuck this. I'm just gonna kill you with Tails.
Launch the child.
Child launcher. Knuckles is a responsible adult. He is 18.
Reminds me of there's like some obscure anime where like the villain keeps petrifying the hero's friends, and in response he just keeps picking up their statues and throwing them at them.
What was that from?
Some really obscure anime. Like, I can't even remember the name, from like the 80s. But it was just like, oh, you're gonna turn all my friends to stone? So, yeah, take that.
3 weapons.
Yeah.
Talk about getting stoned. Ow!
And then the spell breaks, and he's frantically putting them back together before they turn fleshy and
dead.
Dead, yeah.
I mean, I feel like they'd still be deader.
No, apparently if you glue the statues together before they turn back to flesh, they're fine.
I mean, if only they'd have tried that with Piccolo, eh?
Right?
I mean, they didn't need to. He regenerated, as long as his head is okay.
That's Cell.
I'm like 90% sure I can't do that.
Oh wait, did they retcon Piccolo too?
No, with Cell it was
the nucleus in his head.
the nucleus.
But it
The
doesn't even need
nucleus
to be
of
in his
his
head, it can
no,
be
the
anywhere.
nucleus in his body, because his head was blown up, and he still recovered from that. He's like Piccolo cells, and Piccolo's like, I'm pretty sure I can't do that.
Why does he say when he's talking about the nucleus he punches his fucking head then?
That's a very good question, Mega Man.
I think that was a dub mistake because the nucleus is not in his head. I think the nucleus was like in his core.
Like, surely even in the sub, he's like, he literally just point when everyone's like, "How are you still alive?" He just points at his head, and then he's like, "Nucleus,"
And that's after he got his fucking like head.
because
blown
it's got
off.
the visuals of like showing the little nucleus. I don't know. Toriyama forgot, I guess.
Toriyama would never. Toriyama's memory is like a steel trap; it never leaves.
Okay, I am like,
It's like, I wanted to put Launch in the finale, but I forgot how to draw her.
I remember when he was coming back for like the Battle of the Gods thing, he was drawing 18 with purple hair, and someone had to remind him that she's a blonde.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, fuck.
it kind of makes sense if like the vast majority of the time you draw the character, it is only in like black and white.
True.
Plus, I mean, how many different hair colors has Bulma had?
2.
Different shades of purple and cyan? Yeah, I think it's cyan. I'm like, is it bad? But I'm like trying to think of.
So anyway, that's
what
me skipping
shade?
half the stage because I fucking hate this level.
Is it bad, Saber? When I'm like trying to think, is that cyan? And I like, have to mentally compare something to Kyoryu cyan.
I mean, this is not Kyoryu Gray.
I like Kyoryu cyan. He's blue. And white.
Well, I remember there was a monster who's like, he's like, I steal your color and you get weak, and then he tries it on Kyoryu Gray, and he's like, ah, joke's on you, I'm already gray.
That's
You
you know
steal
what?
that.
That's so stupid. I kind of love that actually.
He's like, you can't steal my color, I have no color.
That is such a dumb
It's like-
workaround. I love it.
It's like, damn, he's right.
Damn, he's cooking. Man, I can't. Did I already joke that Gav has made Donald Trump the enemy?
No.
Well, I mean, I guess we can because
I mean,
Fucking evil
Donald Trump hasn't resorted to drugging his.
hasn't he? What do you think
That we
RFK
know.
Jr. is doing?
It's true.
I was gonna say, is Donald Trump giving people dark snacks to make people addicted to them, so they'll be forced to obey him?
Not
and also
yet.
the dark snacks. And
No,
also the
that'd
dark
be a
snacks the dark snacks are made of people.
No, that'd be a smart plan.
You're right. Alright. Oh yeah, crap, with this one I actually gotta fucking...
They're like, man, I hope the president of the Granite world never finds out what we're doing. Oh no.
Who told him? Oh, that little shit.
He's like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't have fired me, brother. I told the president on you.
Fucking Jeeb.
There we go. That's also the
Now
last
you're
time I
fired.
use Super Knuckles. This is where I'm gonna get stuck on, though, because Knuckles' jump height is so atrocious. This is the hardest part of the challenge now. Because Knuckles versus his boss is hard. Because it's a fucking gauntlet and you have no rings.
I believe in you.
I've done it before, it just might take me a while. And I have to be, like, extra conservative on the last part, so the last part's gonna take me a lot longer.
Damn, he's going to be extra conservative.
Yeah! Not the political way, the actual definitional way!
I'm gonna be so conservative, you'll be tired of winning.
Are you winning yet?
Not yet, I'm still in a cutscene. Knuckles is hanging onto that fucking ship for dear life.
And now we're on the
Yo-
Death Star. I mean, Death Egg. I mean, surprised they didn't get sued over that.
I think
I
now
don't
it's been
think
around
they-
too long for them to try.
Yeah.
Because Lucas didn't care.
Also, I'm
Oh shit,
fairly
I
certain.
overshot it, fuck. First death. Well, first
I'm
death in the
fairly
first fight.
certain like this actually is just covered by parody.
Probably, considering it's the Death Egg, but it's got like his face on it. Well, the Death Egg just has like, it's the Death Star, but with Robotnik's face on it.
Like, it's
Yeah.
the weird case of it's like it needs to be simultaneously something that you obviously recognize what it's in reference to and not trying to pretend it's not, but also like you can prove that this isn't going to damage the Star Wars brand. I mean,
Yeah, no one's gonna confuse it.
yeah.
There we
Like
go.
no one's gonna think this is actually Star Wars.
No.
And man, Sonic stealing from something else, that's crazy.
Never.
Anyway, what happens when you get all 7 Chaos Emeralds again?
I become Super Knuckles.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Unless
wait,
you're
weren't there 6
Unle-
Chaos Emeralds originally?
Yes.
Unless you're Haim Saban, then you just assume that anyone in any kind of multicolored spandex is infringing on Power Rangers.
Yeah, well, nobody cares what he thinks anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, that's right. He sold his stake in the franchise.
He's gone. And he's never coming back. Now we just have to worry about Disney doing it again.
I remember when he made Bryan Cranston have to plug his name every time he interviewed the movie. He had to be like, Saban's Power Rangers. Don't you mean Power Rangers? No, it's Saban. Contractually obligated to say so.
Ah, yes, he was in that movie, wasn't he?
He was.
By the way, the reason I'm not going for the extra jumps here is because Knuckles
There's also a
is
time he
so
tried- there's also a time he
chucked
tried
and
to-
light, I will probably just die.
There's also a time he tried to rip off Gene Simmons. I was talking to his partner in Hebrew, and it turns out Gene Simmons also speaks Hebrew.
Oops.
Yeah, and then he's like, I know what you're saying, damn you, and he left.
Yeah, it's fine though, because then Gene Simmons' son committed like theft, IP theft, no less. Some might even call it plagiarism.
No.
Do you remember that when his like son had like?
That's right. I'm pretty sure in 10 years, when AI has gotten crazy, copyright enforcement is going to be impossible.
Yeah, it would be
well,
nice.
The Three Stooges are going to be in public domain next year. Larry, Curly, and Moe specifically.
I'm not even talking about public domain. I'm just talking about people being like,
Oh, no, I know.
into an AI video generator, make me something stupid with these characters, and they'll do it.
Probably.
It'll be like
There
fanfic. It'll
probably,
be like really.
there probably even already is stuff that does that.
I know, but I mean, it'll be like widespread, like the early days of fanfiction.net, where everybody was throwing in terrible stories. Only
People-
worse because it'll be on video.
Yeah, connoisseurs use AO3 now. Saber, I get with the times.
Yeah, I know this isn't the most exciting way to do this, but I do not want to do this gauntlet again.
Name it out like it's Cross Tekken.
Yeah, but AO3 wasn't around back when, I was reading all of the cringe fanfiction.net because I was a dumb weeb kid.
Now you're just a dumb weeb man.
Yeah.
How times have changed.
Well, now I know better than to go browsing fanfiction.net, so, I
No, you don't.
You liar.
You don't know better. You just know that all the series you like are popular.
Yeah, that could be the case, too.
Where it's like, I wonder if anybody's done a Super Robot Wars thing. Not since 10 years ago, okay.
That is true.
I'll check back in 10 years.
Yeah.
There was one Super Robot Wars fanfic that was fairly decent, but yeah, they haven't updated in 10 years.
I stand by my point.
This thing takes so many hits to kill.
The unfortunate thing when you like something, but that something isn't like, it's like it could be decently popular, but not popular enough that it will last in
There
the
we
wake
go,
of
he's
like.
dead.
Like if you're a fan of like say heavy hitters like Dragon Ball or Naruto or whatever, it's like oh yeah they'll stick around forever in some capacity.
I still can't get over the fact that fucking like the Marvel characters Magic and Scroll Girl became popular because of the Rivals game. Like I went from like barely seeing any kind of fan content from them to like tripping over it.
I will say I think Magic had a lot more going before Rivals because I think she's just shown up in a bunch more stuff.
Yeah,
And even-
they've been giving her a push for a bit, but I mean like there is still a definite like leap compared to what it was.
Even Dragon Ball was kind of dead for like 10 years.
Dead. Yes and no.
Other
It was.
than the occasional game.
Yeah, but that's the thing is it was dead, but also it's the thing where if you say
Still
Dragon
plays
Ball, everybody would still be fucking in on it.
It's not like,
Like-
say, like, back in the day, like, Azumanga Daioh was popular. Nowadays, you'll get a few more people, because during COVID, some people got into it. But, like, you're going to see more people go, what the fuck is that?
Oh yeah,
Or Yu Yu
It's like
Hakusho
Haruhi.
gets a little bit of that, too.
Haruhi Suzumiya kind of just died.
Good.
Yeah, honestly good.
They killed they killed it with their hey, let's do the same episode 8 times in a row. It'll be symbolic, and everyone was like, "This is stupid. We hate this franchise now." And that was the end of Haruhi.
Me watching die going, yes.
I honestly, if Haruhi Suzumiya had come out even a few years later, that shit would probably been like even more everywhere than it already was.
Oh, probably. Same thing with Lucky Star.
Like if that came out today, that series would never go away.
Oh yeah, definitely.
People love dumb weird bullshit like that they could go, oh, it's so intellectual, you just don't understand.
That's alright. It gave us Sugita, so you know.
Don't like you.
The only thing I liked about it was I do like the song God Knows. It's a good song. I won't deny that. I do like that song.
Haruhi gave us Sugita, so there's that.
True.
Well, I remember when that and Lucky Star dropped, I literally like sat there looking at it and I was like, do I just not like anime anymore? And I actually stopped looking at anything anime for a hot minute.
It's kind of how I felt when everything became an isekai.
Oh yeah.
That was just the life drained out of me. I'm like, I think I've finally matured. I think I've finally grown up. And then, thankfully, that was simply not true. I'm never gonna grow up.
Yeah, thankfully.
I mean, I'll put it this way.
Isekai kind of died.
I don't know. It feels like everything else is still isekai these days. But I will say, like, I don't know. I do. Is it bad that when I was in the shop the other week, they were like displaying these like makeup bags for girls, but they have like the first letters of names on them, initials.
Yeah.
And some genius had decided to put the B and J bags next to each other.
They did that on purpose. They did that on purpose.
I hope so, because I'm just like, I'm going to laugh about this for the entire trek around the store.
All I'm saying is, if I was the one stocking the shelves, I would do it, and I would keep doing it until they tell me to stop.
So I'm like, there's a BJ. Don't mind if I do.
It's even funnier. There's a warehouse store here that is called BJ's. I'm not kidding.
Oh, I'm aware.
But,
I think my favorite unintentionally funny company name though is in the old town I used to work in. The elevators, which in this country we call lifts, were made by a company called Schindler. So it was Schindler's Lifts.
That is really good. One thing I do like in the Origins collections, they added like a little bit to the cutscene for 2, where they show the Death Egg falling to Angel Island. I do like that. It's a cute little thing. It's done in sprites too. Like they didn't like 2D animate it, so it's cute. I like it.
It's kind of like at the end of at the beginning of Crash 2, where it basically shows you, oh yeah, here's where Cortex did fall.
Yeah. It's funny. I did this challenge assuming that I would probably fuck up more because it was the Tails thing, but nah, I got them pretty early. I guess I've just played this game way too many times.
Well,
not that I'm complaining. I love the game. It's one of those games that, like, the original, like, 3 Sonic games are like those kind of games I could just, like, if I don't know what I want to play, I could pop them in and play through them and have a good time.
it's cool. I'm sure we'll find a part of FF7 Remake that you'll fucking hate or lose to.
Oh, probably.
I'm gonna guess Hell House.
I'm just gonna say you're right because I don't know. Anyway.
Or maybe Rufus. Rufus is surprisingly difficult. Anyway.
That'll be next week, so, get out of here.
Hold on to your butts.